Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the It's Hard to Explain podcast. Today, we have a very special episode for you all. But first, before we get into that, boys, how are you doing today?
Fucking sucks.
Why is that, Adam?
I'm doing.
I don't want to elaborate.
You should elaborate. I don't think...
I don't want to.
My life's terrible. Doesn't elaborate.
Ethan, how about you? How are
I've
you
got
doing?
a 7-day work week next week, so I'm ecstatic.
Oh,
You
God.
sound like you're ready for it.
I'm going to kill.
Hype yourself up. You know what, Ethan? You know what helps with that? You should drink at work.
Oh, God. Call yourself a workaholic.
Honestly, you know, life kind of sucks. You know what helps? Alcohol.
Alcohol.
And drunk driving.
You should just become an
Unfortunately,
alcoholic.
alcohol
In
just
game.
tastes like letters.
game.
In game in Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft,
Yeah.
of course, of course.
Do you guys want to... do you have any stories to tell before we get into this?
I do.
Oh, I have some random shit to talk about, but no stories. But Adam,
I do.
What do you got?
This one's pretty good.
Okay, let's hear it.
That is riveting.
Do you not have a story, you fucker?
You did this shit last time.
I love it. Awkward silence is the best.
Do you really have a story or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
Adam.
Fuck off, both of you. I want to hear the story.
at work, as I've previously stated in the first episode where we talked about shit, and nothing but shit.
Fecal fables, if you will.
Exactly. Precisely, Kagan.
Yes.
So, as I've mentioned before, I work in a warehouse. And usually, whenever we get a new employee, I'm the guy who trains them. Usually, the boss sends them directly to me, and I train them. So,
What an honor.
I know. I don't even get a pay raise for it.
That's unfortunate.
I've thought about going to my boss and being like, you need to pay me a training fee if I'm going to do this, because I'm getting tired of dealing with these fucks.
Yeah.
You should.
But, and see, we get almost all of our new employees through, like, hiring agencies. So, most of them don't last very long.
Oh,
Same at my place.
Yeah.
A lot of the dudes I work with are ex-cons, so they come from like a center, and they're there to, work and build up some money for when they get released and everything, but they don't last more than like a couple months most times.
Hell, it's not even that. Most of the guys that I train don't last more than a week.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's most of the time like people get there and they expect to be doing something, and then they realize that the job is not what they expected or wanted, even though it's like the easiest job I've ever had.
I got you.
Yeah, but
Seems pretty easy.
it's a cakewalk, honestly. Like, yeah, the hours can kind of suck sometimes, but the job is like, once you're used
Pretty
to it,
alright,
it's
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it with your eyes closed. But
I don't think you should be doing that with your eyes closed.
yeah, probably not. You'd probably get skewered by a forklift. But so we
Shish
got
kebab.
we got another new employee recently, and he shares my name. His name was Adam. Won't say his last name, but so we got him, and they sent him to me to train him. And from the get-go, I just felt kind of off about him. Like something was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the very first day. And as we were leaving for that day, I like looked at my buddy and I was like, "Hey, like I don't know what it is, but this guy just kind of like puts me off." And he was like, "Why?" He's like, "That's kind of, why are you passing judgment this early?" And I was like, "I'm not trying to, but just something about him, something's off."
Something about him.
Yeah, and
He's making me weak in the knees and not in a good way.
exactly. But I trained him on Monday, and then I'm not in the warehouse. I'm on the road on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so I wasn't able to train him those days. And then yesterday, whenever I get back to work, I'm hearing all these stories. Now everybody's like kind of like something's off about this guy.
He's a skinwalker.
Dude,
He's got a zipper.
he did give off that energy.
He gave off that like uncanny valley vibe.
He did. Like there was just something about him. He was just really awkward. Like one of the things that he did was he rocked up to one of my buddies at work and he was like, "Hey man, you local?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Excuse me?
He was like, "Yeah, I drive."
Pardon?
He misunderstood him. He was asking him if he was like from around here, you know. And my buddy, he drives a route called the local route, and he was like, "Yeah, I drive the local route," and kind of like started telling. So he misunderstood him. He's like, "Oh yeah, yeah. Do you know where I can get some cannabis?"
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, and like me and him just looked at each other because he sounded like a narc. Like it's like
Yeah.
this is like the most obvious Fed I've ever seen.
Hello, fellow workers. Do you know where I can purchase marijuana and marijuana accessories?
You could be like, hey, how's it going? Don't care.
It's like Breaking
Where's
Bad.
the weed?
It's like Breaking Bad. It's like, that's not how you do that, man. You don't just rock up and be like, hey, excuse me, Mr. Tuco. I know you don't know me, but would you like to purchase a felony amount of methamphetamine?
I'm Walter, what is it, Skylar White, yo?
Yo, my husband is Walter White, yo.
But no,
Yo.
he was just putting everybody off, and he was especially the women. The women that
Oh.
worked there were so creeped out by him because
They
he would
got
like
the ick.
he would like stare at them and like follow them around and like
Oh.
try and talk to them. Like
Run, girly.
yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
bad. But yesterday, and another thing was like he was slow, like slow. Like whenever now I'd say I finish an average of I'd say 30 orders a day.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I first started, it was probably 10 to 15. This guy would do like 4.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Is it because he's just learning, or is he just
That's what I thought at
intentionally-
first. Like I wasn't trying to pass judgment too early because he was new.
Yeah.
But yesterday I went to my boss and I was like, dude, this guy ain't it. And I like explained a bunch of stuff and the boss was like, well, let me check the accuracy of one of his pulls and then we'll pass judgment from there. And I was like, okay. And I left and I went back to the warehouse and I thought about it and I was like, man, maybe I was a little too aggressive. Maybe I should go talk to the boss and be like, hey man, like I'm not trying to like pass judgment on the guy too early. He's been here less than a week. You know, I'm just trying to get the point across that as of right now, nobody is impressed. But so I just go back to the warehouse, and as I'm walking back up to talk to my boss again to clarify, like one of the other workers walks up to me. He's like, "Hey man, I think your trainee just quit."
Oh, no.
And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, he just clocked out and left." I was like, "What the fuck?" And I walked up front, and my boss is coming out, and another guy looks at the boss, and he's like, "Hey, what's the deal with the new guy?" And the boss just goes like this, makes like a throat cutting motion with his hand.
Yeah, like cut it.
Yeah. And like I rocked up and apparently new guy, he walked over to after he finished the order he was pulling, which should have taken him about 30 minutes, but it took him an hour and a half. He walked up to after he finished it, he walked up to the punch machine, clocked out, took a picture of his time card on his phone, and then walked up to the office into the boss's office and said some bullshit about a conflict or something like that. Like something in his life conflicting with work. And he was like, so I'm going to have to quit. And the boss was like, okay. Like he was a bit blindsided by it.
Yeah.
And then he pulls out his phone and goes, and I expect it shows him the picture that he took. And I expect my check to be accurate at the end of the week.
He said that to your boss?
He did.
It's like, brother, you haven't even been here a day.
He
I don't know who you are, but you are no pro
for
tag.
less than 4 days.
Oh, my God.
And you know what the boss said? He looked at him and he said, I can get you a check right fucking now.
Yeah.
And he walked into the guy who deals with the checks. He walked into his office and he was like, get this man a check for this much, for this many hours. And he punched up the check real quick, handed it to the boss. The boss gave it to him and said, get the fuck off our property. Yeah. And it spread around the warehouse like a wildfire. Like everybody was like, good riddance.
Yeah.
And then one of my best boys, like after we had told him the story, he just looked at us and was like, oh, he's just going to get a gun. He'll be right back. So yeah, it was a whole thing.
A shoot up with extra steps.
It was a whole thing. And the boss had one of the other employees go outside and pretend like he was talking on the phone and smoking a cigarette and take a picture of the dude's license plate.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Rightfully
Jinx, you
so,
owe me a
rightfully
fucking
so.
Coke, bitch.
Adam, your workplace sounds lively.
It is.
Yeah. Sounds like a fun place.
I like it. See, it's kind of like, it's pretty chill and laid back and
Yeah.
kind of dull at times until it isn't. And
Yeah,
then when it
until it
isn't,
isn't.
it's
When it
like,
isn't,
holy
it's-
shit.
Yeah. It's up there. Ethan, Kagan, you guys got anything?
I do not.
You do not?
No, you saying it's pretty lively. It's not very lively until it is. Reminded me of a situation that happened a while ago. As a guy was driving a forklift, and we have this big storage area out. I say outside because it used to be an outside, but they built onto it and made it into like this big storage room. And there's this there's a cement like wall where like the doorway is, and a guy was in a forklift with a shelf. And he had it raised up too high, and it hit that wall, and that wall collapsed onto the forklift.
Is he okay?
Dude was okay, but he got in trouble because he was going too fast on a forklift with that in it, like, and he had it raised up too high, like it was something that was easily avoidable.
Yeah, that
Sounds like
reminds
he
me.
wasn't OSHA approved.
I don't know who the guy was. I don't know if he still works there or not, but
I doubt it.
I don't know. At my job, it seems like it's kind of hard to get fired. Like, it doesn't seem like it is, but it does at the same time. There's this guy I work with
We have that
who...
problem at my job. My bosses sometimes seem overly understanding. Like,
Yeah,
they
like,
really should can this guy for what he just did, but they're like, all right, we're going to give you a warning. You just killed 3 people, but
So there's
don't
this,
do it again.
So there's this
Hey, maybe
instance.
lay off
There's
next
this
time.
instance where these 2 guys got into a squabble about something. I guess reaching their numbers for the week, and the guy that was like one of the guys over there that was like higher up in terms of like being in charge. He was getting on to him for being slow, and the dude came at him and and stabbed him in the shoulder with a pin,
Oh,
and they both got fired for it.
What?
the guy that got stabbed.
Yeah, he got fired
too?
for it too because he quote started it, even though even though he said
I'm
verbal.
sure there's more to it.
He said verbal. Well, this is just what I'm hearing. Like I
Yeah.
say, it's hearsay,
Bro.
but it's like that's like me getting shot, and then they're saying, "Yeah, y'all are both fired because you got injured." So it's
Yeah,
no, but
you got shot.
it's wild, dude.
Maybe not do that next time.
It's like when schools have like a 0 tolerance fight policy.
Yeah.
Where it's like whoever's involved, no matter the circumstances, you're both in the equal amount of trouble. Like that's
Yeah.
such bullshit.
There was another time where, but that's what bothers me is because that happened and those dudes get fired. But there's a dude who actively drinks on the job. The bosses are aware of it,
They
but
don't do anything.
But they don't do anything.
Wow.
We have one of those too.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he's just. I wouldn't even say he's good at his job because he doesn't really do much.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has a job. It's just not a very crazy job to do.
See,
And I guess he's just good at doing it because, they've caught him in his car asleep with a bottle of gin in his hand. You
Wow.
can smell it on him. Like he reeks of gin constantly. And they just don't do anything about it. They make jokes about it constantly. They acknowledge that he does it, but nothing happens. And I'm just like, what the fuck is the rule here? Is it if you're liked, you don't get fired? Because
Right, because if I did that, because I assume if you did something like that, you'd be fired. Right?
no, I've done some shady shit. And
I killed 3 people.
They just told me
that was you.
I say shady like it was unsafe, and
Yeah.
they didn't.
Oh,
really,
you told me about that.
They just told me, "Hey, don't do
It was
that."
like a warning.
Yeah, they just told me don't do that, but they didn't like can me.
You see,
But that's
the
not as
only-
crazy as like drinking on the job, though.
Yeah,
You see,
Right?
the only problem I have is that he chose gin as his liquor of choice.
I know.
Gross.
Gin fucking sucks.
Red flag.
But see, we have. I told you we have the same guy, and you can tell because like in the mornings, in the mornings his pulls are like flawless, but he always drinks like a whole 5th of vodka on lunch. So he comes back in, and in the afternoon his pulls are shit. Like you can tell. You can tell that in the morning he's fine, in the afternoon he's seeing double, and he can't pull nothing.
I don't know if this dude's just built up an immunity to being drunk though, because like when you talk to him, he always slurs his words.
Yeah.
But he could, if you asked him to walk in a straight line, he probably
could.
could. So it's like, is he just like immune to getting drunk or something? Because I asked him, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm an
Built up
alcoholic."
a tolerance. Yeah.
I'm like, "What do you drink so much?" He just goes, "I'm an alcoholic."
What's the joke about drunk drivers? It's like, you see, I'm not that drunk. See, I can see the 2 sets of lines on the road, but I know there's only supposed to be one, so I'm not that drunk. Like,
Jake, you said you had some stuff to talk about.
I just some. Whoa, what'd you drop there, Kagan?
My fucking phone, which we'll need for
may it rest in peace.
the segment in a minute.
So Adam and I need to drop our phones next. Adam, on 3, right?
Hang on.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're in this together,
Ready?
boys.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
We
cool.
all dropped our phones.
We're all-
Anyways,
we're all-
so I had one thing to talk about, just a funny story. And
What?
Nothing.
Did you crack your phone? Yeah, you did.
did you crack your phone, Ethan?
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
Thank God.
It's just like a hair or something.
I just like gently dropped mine, not like fucking throw. Hoorah!
I
throw
saw
it
the
down.
face you're making. You're like,
Spike it like a fucking.
Yeah, I was like,
football.
yeah, I'll do it. One is just a story from earlier this week, and another one is just some random shit I found on Instagram that I found cool. So,
that AI conversation.
do you
The
want me to read that real quick?
Read the AI obituary
Okay, I will
real quick.
start with that. So I was looking on Instagram and I saw this post, and it was
What's
an
so funny?
obituary
Do you know what
written
it
by a
is?
bot. Have you heard this?
No,
Adam?
it made me think of, because I've seen something similar. I think I sent it to the group chat.
Yeah.
The AI wrote an episode of like a Batman.
I
Like,
think I saw
Yes,
that.
that's a good one.
But this is an obituary written by a bot.
Okay.
And it says, Brenda Tint retired from living at the age of old, surrounded by family and natural causes. A librarian from birth, Brenda was an avid collector of dust. She had a sweetheart and married her high school. She loved having hobbies and helping her sons to be disadvantaged youths. She had no horses, but thought she did.
Oh no.
The church gave her a choir because she sang like bird, and looked like bird, and Brenda was a bird. She owed us so many poems.
British.
The funeral will be held in 1977 at heaven. In lieu of flowers, send Brenda more life. That was the funniest shit ever,
That
dude.
shit is good, dude. AI like writing something serious is
Yeah.
like so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, if you think about it, honestly, we're always surrounded by natural causes.
Yeah. But another thing that I saw on Instagram, it was cool. It was a video of a diving bell. You guys know what diving bells
Yeah.
are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are dope as shit.
I played
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed
They're
4.
fucking cool. No, a diving bell is, I think it's a mechanism on a boat in the ocean, and when they deploy it,
No fucking way. In the ocean?
yeah, in the ocean, dude.
When it-
Diving
I thought
bell.
it was like a boat in like
Yeah.
Arizona
And
or something.
divers can swim in it
Divers
for more
can
oxygen.
swim. Well, no, you can.
Well, that's what Edward did in fucking Black Flag.
No,
I
it's
mean,
like they send it to the bottom, like the ocean floor, wherever they're diving, and you can walk into the diving bell, and the there's no water around you. You can just step on the fucking ocean bed.
They
That's
do that.
cool.
They do that in underwater welding sometimes.
That's
like
awesome.
on
Yeah.
pipelines, they'll
Oh,
attach
yeah.
those to it.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
that's the dangerous part, because if that thing breaks, you're gonna
Right, you're
die
fucked.
instantly.
Yeah.
have you heard the story of there was a story of that actually happening
Yes,
where it
I've-
broke away from the boat and they were still down there alive, but limited on oxygen. And
Yeah.
they sent people down to fetch them and they reconnected it and then they started to lift it up and then it broke again. And at that point they were fucked and they just had to slowly die.
That's awful, but I thought the
It
idea
was
cool.
horrible.
No,
but
it's
it is pretty
really
rad. It's pretty
cool.
fucking radical.
Yeah.
Islamic
It's like-
terrorism.
It's like I don't know, digging for diamonds at the bottom of the ocean. There's no the ocean is around you, but you're in like a secluded air bubble, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's fucking cool.
It's cool,
It's like
definitely.
it's like those spiders that dive underwater and blow themselves a little air bubble
Yeah,
on their
yeah.
face and then go
It's
underwater.
badass.
They give themselves a diving helmet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. But that was just one of the many cool things that I found on Instagram. I'm gonna talk about more of them later. Probably.
Man, we
not
need to do a
today.
show and tell episode, huh?
Yeah, dude.
That's a good idea. We should do a
this-
show and tell episode.
Is my story for today though. At school, I eat lunch with my buddy. I won't mention his name, but he
should.
he has mentioned several times that he is gay, and I was talking to him.
Oh, just
Yeah, I
just
told
say
you guys
yes.
this last night.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, I
I was
haven't heard
eating
this.
lunch. I was eating lunch with him.
This is
and,
news to me.
He was looking for his debit card because I guess he forgot it in the car, and I had to leave to go back home, and he had a class to go to. So I asked him, "You gonna walk? I have to leave," and he said, "I'll walk you out." And I said, "You're gonna walk me to my car?" And he said, "Well, I'm gay, but not that gay." And I was like, "Dude, like that was the funniest shit ever." But I asked him because I thought he was gonna go to his car to look for his debit card. But
I thought you were
was
gonna
funny.
say you thought he was coming on to you or something.
No, it was just a funny interaction. It was funny, but that's my spiel.
Ethan, do you got anything?
Before we get on to the meat.
Minus us making you a staff for today. Do
Oh
you got
yeah,
anything?
talk about that.
I made a wizard staff today.
Wizard staff.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You did, didn't you?
Okay,
It was
moving
fun.
on.
You don't want
know
to talk
what,
about the
Ethan?
process or anything?
Ethan, I gotta say, your life, it's so interesting.
It's so not.
You're
boring.
getting an apartment soon, which is pretty
I am
exciting.
getting
There's
an
so
apartment,
many
yeah.
fun things that you
True.
can talk about.
I've
At this
basically-
address in this
I've
town,
been
this
accepted, so it's basically
He's moving at
mine.
this date. Huh?
Yeah, you're basically just waiting for it at this point. Yeah,
Just
which
waiting
is
for them to vacate the premises.
the most annoying part. It's not here. No.
no.
It is
I know it's the other one he talked
it's
about.
close, but it's not here.
That's where Seth lives. Is in that apartment.
No, it's a different one. This is a different one.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah, it's we drive
Just
by
tell
it
me.
sometimes.
It's a
Say the whole average, the whole address.
Say it.
All of it.
Okay,
Say it,
I
bitch.
Say it.
fellas,
What are you, some kind of
fellas,
pussy? You
All
afraid to
my
get
fellas.
doxxed?
all my fellas. Today we have a very special episode because we are doing a segment that I like to call Cryptid Combat. Fucking echo.
All I could think of is fucking Mortal Kombat music.
Yeah.
Fight! No, so basically, I have a list of 20 cryptids, some well-known, some lesser-known. So, for example, a well-known one is Bigfoot. Everyone knows who that fucker is.
Kagan, what's
Never
a
heard of
cryptid?
A cryptid is, I guess it could be tied into like an urban legend, but it's mostly just a creature of like myth or something that is yet to actually be fully discovered. So it's just kind of like a rumor spread, like, oh, I saw this creature like the chupacabra, and a lot of people think it's like some fancy goat sucker, but in reality I think it's just like a dog with mange who would just attack people's livestock or whatever. So it's mostly just like people's fabrication of seeing something, be like, oh shit, that might have been a monster, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
I think you're just fucking crazy,
Like the
dog.
Loch Ness was just a fucking stick, dog.
Or like mock,
fuck you.
Chill-
Nessie's
chill out.
real.
or like a Mothman is like a type of crane, but it doesn't make sense because there's no type of that type of crane in that area.
There's also no crane with glowing red eyes.
Exactly. And they're like, it looks more akin to an
Take
owl
that,
than a
atheist.
moth. But basically, I have a wheel with 20 of these cryptids on it, and then I have a wheel of 20 weapons of random variety, and we're gonna go in a circle and see if we could kill said cryptid with said weapon. Oh yeah, it's completely randomized. So, for example, I could get a rock, and I have to fight a Wendigo or something, and I have to explain if I could take him.
Well, I'm fucking dead.
Be like
Yeah.
Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Nah, I'd win. And every time, we go through one, we cross it off, and then we're going to keep doing it until we run out of creatures and monsters. So,
Last
who
man
wants
standing gets head.
From who?
Me.
so who wants to go first?
I say I don't give a fuck.
Adam, you want to go
Adam
first?
wants to go first.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay,
All right.
so I'm going to spin this wheel and get you a cryptid.
Okay. I'm afraid.
You should be.
Let's see
Can
what
I go
it is.
next?
You got
Yeah,
the
sure.
Wendigo.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Starting off strong.
Good
You're
start.
You got the Wendigo. Let's see what weapon you get.
Well, there's only one option that can secure me a win.
A Molotov cocktail.
Okay, I win. There you go.
You have to explain your scenario. You can't.
Okay, so get this. The lore of the Wendigo. First, I'll explain the lore of the Wendigo. This is one that everybody knows.
Yeah.
It is. It's commonly depicted as a like really tall, I'd say like 7 to 8 foot
He's a tall boy.
creature that is
Deer.
humanoid in
And
stature.
described as extremely emaciated
Yeah,
too.
a humanoid in stature, but like emaciated and starved and like withering away. Usually depicted with like a deer skull, either on its head or for a head and face.
Yeah.
Which is badass.
Which is
first off.
fucking rad.
Badass, yeah.
Like, even though like if you think they're usually more humanoid whenever it comes to actual lore, it's kind of been perverted into this badass thing, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
But the Wendigo's whole story,
It's from Algonquin legend.
it's from Native American legend. Basically, whether it be in a dire situation or just a fucked up person, a human caved to consuming another human, and it kind of like implanted this dark energy in them that kind of made them crave eating more humans and gave them an insatiable hunger over time until they've been perverted into this creature that seeks to eat people. And see, I win assuming I can actually land a hit because the Wendigo's weakness is fire.
Damn, that was a
but
match
also
made in heaven for you.
But
Adam.
also, you got to throw that thing hard enough to shatter the glass bottle onto
Also,
it.
You got to have an arm on you and good aim.
Yeah, not to mention Wendigos are
Quite fast.
generally depicted as quite fast.
Yeah.
and quite strong.
They're pretty fast, strong, and they're tricksters.
I thought
So,
if you
Aren't
use
they
white
mimics?
ash, you can deal some damage to them too.
I'm sure you could.
maybe I'm not sure about that.
He's
I
only
remember
got
reading in
a
some
Molotov,
Native
though.
American folklore.
I just
that if
I've
you
got a
use white
Molotov
ash-
cocktail.
That's all he has.
You have a single Molotov cocktail, by the
Oh.
way.
How big's the bottle?
You know that big bottle of Crown I have on the fridge?
About that big. huh?
Let's give you some liberty and say it's about that big.
Okay.
As long as it's not a Crown bottle, because
Yeah.
no matter how hard I throw it, it's not going to break.
Yeah.
All right, so Adam, you think you'd win?
Ooh.
Let it get close.
If I have a little bit of time to concoct a plan, then I do think it is definitely a possibility, but I would give myself about a 40-60 shot in the Wendigo's favor.
Okay, that's I could see it within reason. It'd have to be extreme luck because if you could chuck that, have you ever tried throwing a glass bottle at a tree? They don't break on impact like you think they do. They usually bounce off.
Usually, yeah.
They're usually
It's a lot of force
They're
behind
usually a lot thicker than you think.
Glass
they are.
is a lot stronger than people give it credit for.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fuck the media and movies. That's all sugar glass shit. That's gonna break easy. But in real life, no, it ain't gonna break that fucking easy, dude.
You think you'd go down with it, make it get close enough, and just throw it at the ground or something?
But that's assuming that the fire burns
I
long
don't
enough
know.
to
Right.
kill it.
As I say, this is the good
could get
question.
away.
This is the good question here. Would I rather die by burning alive or being eaten alive? I'd say burning alive is a better alternative.
Does
Honestly, though, yeah.
Molotov have styrofoam in it?
So making a napalm fucking, it's just a simple alcohol rag Molotov, nothing fancy.
Standard Molotov.
Yeah, standard Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, 60-40 in the Wendigo's favor.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah, because Wendigo, like, yes, fire is its weakness, but also
In Minecraft. Let's preface.
In
All of this is
Minecraft.
in Minecraft.
true, because
Or in Roblox.
because it wasn't clear that cryptids aren't real.
Yeah. Minecraft's not real.
Yeah, true. I don't know, man. If like Aria Math is playing in the background, then yeah, I got him.
All right, Jake, it's your turn.
Is it?
I thought
Yeah,
I was going
Alright.
next.
we're gonna go in a
Okay.
circle.
Go in a circle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep things
so-
simple.
I'm good.
All right, Jake, you're next.
Okay.
Let's see what cryptid you get, buddy.
next.
Watch him get.
Put me in,
garden
coach.
gnome.
You get the Honey Island Swamp Monster.
Is that the...
I can show you what it looks
Okay.
like.
I don't know
have,
the lore
I'm not,
on that one.
I'm not familiar with
I
this
have
one.
pictures pulled up just for such an occasion.
I'll keep listening.
It is essentially a I think it's just another. It's just literally like picture a swamp monster, like
How tall?
like a swamp
How
big.
tall?
I think it's
How tall?
essentially just a swamp Bigfoot. Bigfoot in the swamp.
What's my weapon?
Okay, let's see what weapon you got. All right,
God, give me a...
that's what pissed me off about cryptids is a lot of them are just variations of Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's fine. Swamp
you
Bigfoot's
get
better than Yeti.
you get the BFG from Doom.
Oh, I win!
Yeah, that's yeah.
All of these better not be like... The,
No,
like...
no. There's a couple that are really good and there's some that are really shitty.
Okay, so what does this look like?
Okay, so I literally just if you try and look up a picture, there's not a good picture.
Oh, okay.
But the best looking one is it's just a swamp Bigfoot.
You think of like Swamp Thing from...
I was thinking Swamp Thing, but it's literally just like Bigfoot, but like greenish,
Okay.
swampy colors. So
So I have the BFG from Doom.
yes,
I win.
yes, you do.
Like-
You don't even have to explain
No,
that.
I
You
don't. I
Fucking,
just pulled the trigger. That's...
yeah, you incinerate that fucker, dude. He's gone.
Damn. That's terrifying.
Was it-
Looks like a chimpanzee with mange.
Yeah, that's
Hang on,
you
let
just
me
got to
see
hit that fucker once with a BFG and he's gone.
Yeah, Ethan. Hopefully you have a dire situation.
That. I've seen that image. I've seen that image before. Usually, that's the image used for the skunk ape.
Yeah,
Skunk-
that's
Yeah,
what it is.
well, like I said, it's just variations.
Oh,
of
is that what it is, or is that a different thing?
It's a different thing.
Okay.
But like I said, they're just variations of Bigfoot.
So
Okay.
the creature is commonly described by alleged witnesses as a large bipedal humanoid about 7 foot tall, covered in gray hair, having yellow or red eyes, accompanied by a putrid odor.
Yeah, it's
I was
essentially
mainly-
just a swamp
I was-
skunk ape.
Brother, nah, that thing is dead. It's gone. I'm in its cheeks before it knows I'm there.
See,
bro.
I was mainly. I forget that you have the BFG, so it's over no
Yeah, it's
matter what.
over.
Yeah.
I was trying.
done.
I was trying to look up its stats as if those matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you got the BFG and he's close enough. He is going to be nothing.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
What's up?
While we're doing this, if any of us gets like a weapon that we don't like, can we have a chance to re-roll it?
No, it's
No?
what you
It's
get is what you get.
Okay,
Don't
that
throw
makes
a fit.
sense. That makes sense.
Because every time you get the weapon, I delete it off the wheel.
No, my thought process was, say I get a stick. I don't want a stick. I roll get a better weapon, and Ethan gets that stick.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
No, that's not how this is working.
Damn
It's
it,
you get
okay.
what you
I
get, and it
understand.
doesn't change.
I
Jake, you
understand.
got the fucking BFG.
I-
Shut your mouth.
That's not what I'm saying,
I
man.
think that is the best weapon on the list.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
the best thing on the list.
If
So
there's
Alright.
something better, I will be genuinely impressed. Cake.
you got
The
a heavy
atomic
hitter.
bomb.
The stick is
As I say,
magic.
nuclear warhead.
Yeah.
Okay, Ethan, it's your turn.
Oh boy, here
Let's
we
see.
go.
Let's see what you get. Let's see what you get.
I'm ready.
You get the Grafton monster.
That's the one with the big fist, right?
Yeah, it's basically just a big gray
It's
muscle.
a charger from Left 4 Dead 2.
Just picture a charger from Left 4 Dead 2, except it has two big. It's essentially a tank without a head.
Is it Geodude?
It's
No.
It's not Geodude. from
Basically, just
Pokemon?
picture the
Fellas.
yes.
I must interject.
What's up?
Keep going. Doesn't even have to be cut out. I must go piss.
All right.
Okay.
Piss well.
Okay.
I'll piss
Essentially,
quietly.
just picture the
man.
tank from
Fried
Left.
chicken, Adam.
Essentially, just picture the tank from Left 4 Dead,
Yeah.
but without a head and he's gray. That's literally what the grafted monster is.
He has feet.
Yeah, he has feet.
He's in Fallout 76.
That reminds me of something from Serious Sam. Have you ever played that game?
I have not.
I've heard of it.
Never mind then. Obscure.
Okay, Ethan, let's see what you get as a weapon.
Oh boy.
You get 12 monkeys as a weapon.
Wait, they're not even gonna listen
He
to
has
you,
12
man.
monkeys. No, let's just say these monkeys, you have 12 monkeys at your beck and call to
They're
use
just-
as a
they're-
weapon.
Damn it.
Capuchin monkeys.
Little tiny ones, not like chimps, little tiny monkeys.
Yeah.
And you have
Okay.
12 of them to disperse.
Steal his car keys.
Kill.
Well, realistically, I'm fucking smushed.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Me
Well,
and these 12 capuchin monkeys are
Who's
smushed.
going first, the monkeys or you? I think the monkeys would scatter, and then you would just be like, "Ah," and then run until you couldn't.
Yeah, either way, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
So
What-
let's
wait,
say,
hold on.
for example, these monkeys have a battle lust. So
They've got bloodlust.
yeah, they've got bloodlust. So let's say they actually will fight for you. They won't just run away.
So say these monkeys leveled up their battle pass all the way. They have premium skins that you can only pay for with V-Bucks.
Well, I'd obviously try my best.
Yeah. And they can build.
Are they cranking 90s? Absolutely goaded. So Ethan, what do you think
Ethan's
your
like that.
chances are?
Ethan's like that guy on YouTube who has the army of minks, except they're monkeys.
I know about that dude
The
too.
Monkey King.
You know about that guy?
I'd say my chances are solid 20%.
20%. What would you do? What would you do in this situation?
Obviously, I'd send the monkeys into battle, but they'd be clobbered to death.
It's like fucking balloons. You have like those little the level 1 monkeys. You have 2 of them, right? And then they can't fucking pop all the balloons in time, and then you're dead.
Have you heard about that guy on
guy?
YouTube? He's a
Guy.
dude with an army of minks that he
Yes,
just
you guys were
sends-
talking about it earlier.
Yeah, I've told you all about him.
I love it so much. He just sends them into people's houses
It's
to
awesome.
kill like rats and
he
stuff.
literally rocks up to the construction site and goes, "Fetch me their souls."
And they just go right at it.
They run
Alrighty,
and just-
it is my turn.
Do you want somebody else to roll for you?
No,
or
I'll
are you gonna
spin.
roll?
I'll spin for
Okay.
me.
I kind of want it to be a surprise, though.
What'd you get?
Who'd
Yeah,
I
just
get?
let Adam do it.
Yeah, I wanted to surprise him. Kagan, you got the Mongolian deathworm.
Oh fuck.
You're fucked.
Okay. And then what weapon? You gotta. Do you know how to use that thing?
Edit.
No. There's a done button or a back button.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The wheels, and there should be one that says weapons.
Wheels, weapon wheel. All right, you ready?
Okay, I got the Mongolian deathworm. What weapon do I get?
Mongolian deathworm versus dildo bat.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I'm gonna do some docking hard for real. Put this bitch in his mouth.
You got to
What?
remember, the dildo bat was excessively overpowered.
It was, dude. I'm gonna he's gonna toss me in the air, and I'm gonna do some anime shit where I'm coming down like Levi with the Beast Titan, but I'm
Yeah.
spinning with the dildo bat, and I'm gonna slice him down the.
What is this cryptid? Like, how big is this?
Adam, I should have the picture pulled up on my Google. Here, I'll pull
Are we talking like Tremor's worm? Or are we talking?
It's the Alaskan bullworm.
Yeah.
That's how I picture it, but I
Pinky?
don't. I think the size is pretty.
Dude, the first Tremors movie is such an underrated movie.
I agree.
The rest
let
of
me
them
see
are
if I
just
can-
kind of, the second one's okay.
They're
and
kind of
they
ass,
get
yeah.
worse as they go.
They do.
Is that with Kevin Bacon?
Yes.
So the
No,
Mongolian
it's with Kevin Porkchop.
deathworm is. Yeah, so just picture the thing from Tremors.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's essentially just one of those. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck that fucker up with the dildo bat, dude.
Realistically.
Yes, because in the game in Saints Row, the dildo bat is insanely overpowered.
Okay.
And if we're going off of in-game stats, then yes, I'm going to absolutely demolish this thing.
Do you like ground pound with the dildo bat, and then it like flies out of the ground and rolls over?
hit the ground so hard it goes boing
Yeah.
and flies out of the air.
It
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
petrifies.
I'm gonna pull a Levi Ackerman and saw him down the middle with this dildo bat, dude. Fuck yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna give it about. Well, this is if if it knows actually how to fight, it's probably just gonna go burrow and shit, and then come out when I least expect it. And when it does, I'll point the dildo down at it. So when I go down fucking its throat. You know what I mean?
Say, get throat fucked.
I may die, but you're about to get throat pud, motherfucker. Let's go.
Also, I didn't know how to delete the option. So
I did it already. Okay, Adam, you wanna go?
Yeah.
You wanna go? All right,
Round two.
Let's see what you got. Round 2.
Round.
You got the chupacabra.
Fart.
Chupacabra.
Okay.
And let's see what weapon you got. You got a chair leg. You got to beat this fucker up with the leg of a chair.
Well, see, the thing about the chupacabra is it's mostly described as like just kind of a standard dog that
It's
just
like
kind of
beating
sucks
a
blood.
dog,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like beating a dog with a chair leg. Honestly, I'm going to give it 100% in the chupacabra's favor because I couldn't do that.
I mean, it depends on like how big of a dog we're talking. If we're talking about like a Shih Tzu size or like a German Shepherd, you know.
The name chupacabra reminds me of Chihuahua, so it's going to be just a
tiny
red
dog,
stain.
yeah.
I'm
A red
imagining
blood mist.
I'm imagining it's probably the size of Booker, my German
Yeah,
Shepherd.
that would be my guess. Is like the size of your average, just standard household
But
dog,
it has
like the size of like Lucky, your dog.
it has abilities. It's got vampirism.
That's about it. So if it bites me, it'll start sucking my blood. But then I can act as bait.
And you can break it
literally
into
just
like
walk
a
up.
steak and then stake it in the heart like a vampire. Yeah.
But
It depends on how fast it sucks blood. Because if it just bites me and it's just like I'm like a fucking Go-Gurt tube and it's instantly flat, or like a Capri Sun. You know how once you get older, whenever you're a kid, you sip on Capri Sun, but once you get older, you literally
one
grab
gulp,
it, put
yeah.
the straw in it, and just fucking the whole thing at once.
yeah,
Yeah. It essentially boils down to could you kill a dog with the chair of a leg? And it's like, I think
beat
I
its
could if I
death.
hit it
With
hard
a chair
enough.
of a leg.
With the leg of a chair.
Chair of a leg.
Chair of a leg of a chair, same damn
Yeah,
thing.
I'd say that's an easy matchup because I've never heard any descriptions of the chupacabra having like any kind of ability. It's just kind of like a dog
I've
that
just
comes
heard it's-
around and sucks goats dry.
I've just heard, it's good at giving head to
Yeah.
goats and sucking them, draining them dry.
I'm gonna drain your balls.
It's essentially just a hairless dog that sucks on goats real hard and good.
Yeah.
Like you could suck the chrome off a trailer hitch, like your mom. You know what I mean?
You can suck your mom real good through your jorts.
Yeah.
They say
I think
juicy on the back.
I think Adam. We're gonna give Adam the win on this one.
Yeah, I think I could take him.
Think you could take him in a
In
fight.
a fight, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
In a fight, right?
Yes.
somebody mute your phone.
It's me. My bad.
Banished.
No,
Wow.
don't banish me. Okay,
Banished.
Jake, your turn. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Ready, Jake?
think I am.
Ready for the worst weapon known to man?
Give it to me.
It's gonna be like a pillow.
So you have to fight this thing hand to hand.
Oh,
Okay.
bare
Fist
hands?
to fist. Yes, fist to fist.
As I am now.
Yes, as you are now, and you have to fight Riley Reid, the porn star. Okay, you gotta fight the porn star.
So hang on.
domestic
As I
violence.
say, this is a good test of character. Jake,
Yeah.
do you beat women?
But like, this is what I have to do.
It's like, listen, I'd never hit a woman.
She'd probably
but
like it. I don't know.
I'd never hit a woman, but
If she can,
I'm not
if,
throwing this fight.
if she can take 2 cocks, she can take 2 fists. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like,
2 cocks.
Do I
That's
have
an
to, okay,
understatement.
so wait. So, okay, the whole premise is we can beat them in a fight, but do we have to kill them?
No,
oh, you could just incapacitate him.
Okay.
I guess.
Sure, yeah.
I'll beat her.
In that
I'll knock
case-
her ass out.
In that case, I'm going to backpedal. I'm going to break all the chupacabra's legs and keep it as a pet.
But can you beat my ass, though?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to break
In
all...
all honesty, I don't know if she's... I don't know.
She's
Yes.
like 5'3". She's not very tall. You could probably just
put a
hold your hand
thumb
out.
on her.
You could probably just hold your hand out like that and just
on.
keep her away. Are you looking up how tall she is?
No, I was going to look up...
What are her stats?
yeah.
How many dudes she could take?
Realistically, she'd probably think it's something it's not and then be incapacitated. Be like, oh, get over here, boy. And then like I'll be like, okay.
She'll be like,
her
if you
right in
kissed
the
your,
fucking
if you ever,
face.
All right.
she'll be like, she'll say some shit like, you ever kissed your mom? You basically sucked your dad's dick. She said that before in an interview.
Yeah. Well, dude, I should have had the dildo bat.
That would have been a match made in heaven. But there's nothing
She
like,
does not appear to be trained in any form of martial art.
Done. Done.
done. I will destroy her.
You're banned. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
Ethan, are you ready?
I see something about Bruce Lee versus Riley Reid. Oh, it's in UFC 4, like the game. I think it has a character creator.
It does. Ethan, it's your turn. Are you ready?
I win.
Yep.
I win.
Okay, Ethan,
Damn,
you got
Jake,
you
two
got the
dubs in a
Kappa.
row.
Kappa.
Yeah,
What's
you
that
got the
again?
Kappa. It's,
Oh.
it's like a
The
Japanese
water bowl?
frog monster
Yeah,
thing
water
with a
bowl.
water bowl on its head.
Okay.
A water bowl.
Yeah, and let's see what weapon you got. Realistically, you wouldn't even need a weapon to fight this thing.
Yeah, you really
Just
wouldn't.
tip its bowl over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
No,
get
just bow
you
to
get you get a wet mop as your weapon.
Stick it in the bowl.
Wait. They are in the ocean, right?
No.
No.
They're more like
usually in bodies of water, like ponds. but
So you're fighting in a pond?
I
yeah.
guess so.
They can come on land too.
Yeah, they can come on land, but
They're like little turtle creatures.
little
Oh,
turtle
okay.
frogmen things.
Fuck.
Yeah.
There's a
Goofy looking.
here's the deal with
Goofy
these,
looking fucker.
Here's the deal with these guys. They have the little bowl on their head, right, and it's filled with water.
Yep.
And the thing is they can't spill the water. If they spill the water, then
They
they
die.
can't. Yeah, then
They're
I
basically
forget
just
if-
shut down. They
yeah.
don't die.
Yeah, they
but-
just kind of can't move anymore. And in one of the common tactics to defeat them is if you bow to them, they are obligated to bow back, and they'll spill all the water out of their head.
So you don't even have to use your mop, dude.
I think it's also if you pour water back in their head, you basically tame them because they'll be like your little homie. But they also are like little tricksters. But their versions of tricksters are essentially just assault.
Ethan, you have a mop, so make him bow. Just mop it up and then wring it out on his head.
I own you now.
Game day,
Me
bucket
and my-
go boom.
Can I use him as
me,
a
and my
companion?
12 monkeys.
Can I use him as a companion to
In the
fight
next,
the other? the
no,
next
that's not
cryptid?
how this works.
Damn it.
It's you and the weapon.
He's there. He just won't help.
He'll be watching.
watch.
He'll watch from this. He'll be like, yeah. Okay, someone
Kick his
go.
ass,
Someone
boss.
go for me. Adam, you go for me. Cryptid.
Let's see, Kagan. You will be fighting
Me.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Okay, what
Yeah.
weapon do I got?
Let's see. Wizard staff.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I'm gonna hit that bitch with fireball and blow his goofy ass up.
Kagan, he's an endangered species.
I don't give a fuck. I'm
gonna do
taking his
that?
feet and mounting them on my wall.
Listen, just fight him in the U.S. Because in that case, you'll just get hit with like laws because you didn't have a Bigfoot hunting license. But
Yeah.
in Canada, it's actually illegal to kill Bigfoot.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's classified as an endangered species in Canada. So
Why
if
didn't
you,
we talk about that in the weirdest laws?
yeah, so if you
don't
kill
know.
Bigfoot, you will be hit with a $50,000 fine for killing an endangered species.
God damn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's hope it's in the
Boom.
U.S.
How'd you
My
like
boy,
this?
Bigfoot.
I feel like you'd make so much more money for killing Bigfoot, being the guy who killed Bigfoot. I think
Especially
it's
in
worth
the
it.
With
getting
a
fine.
wizard staff?
Yeah.
Are you fucking
Yeah, with
kidding me?
magic. It's
you
like,
accidentally incinerate him and be like, damn it, I can't claim
You incinerate him, but his feet are nothing. Are the only thing remaining. So you just
Damn, not the BF Crux.
you hollow him out and make him into fucking Bigfoot Krugs, yeah, or Clog.
you just wind up like you
Call 'em
completely
stompers.
incinerate him into dust, and you just wind up starting a forest fire and getting thrown in prison.
You're like
Kagan?
fuck.
Is Smokey the bear?
No,
One of the cryptids?
Smokey is not on this list. Damn it, because he's not a cryptid.
He should be.
Yogi Bear is, but no, he's not either. No, I would
Play with me like that.
I
Soul
would
crushed, yeah,
It well, it
exactly.
depends on if Bigfoot like reaches to me first and he grabs me by the foot and pulls a Hulk and
What if he,
Avengers
like-
and just kind of smashes me against a rock
What
or
if he's
something.
nice
You
at
need
first,
God.
approaches you, grabs your staff, breaks it over his knee, and then chokes you out or something?
Yeah, then I'm fucked. But if I can get off a magic missile or a fireball before he closes that gap, I'll be good.
What if he's just like a nice guy?
Yeah, what if he's just...
What if he's just chill like that?
Dude,
Yeah, what
that
if he's
makes
just-
me think of that Rick and Morty episode.
with
Do you
Big-
remember whenever he killed Rick and then Morty felt bad for him and then he walked in and he was like, "It's okay, big guy," and then he kills
takes
Morty
him
and like rings him out and kills him immediately. That shit was funny as hell.
And then he starts mourning him too.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, "What did I do?"
It's like whenever we were talking about Red Dead Undead Nightmare,
Yeah.
there's a mission where you hunt Bigfoot because
Yeah,
someone's like,
right.
he's some big monster who eats babies. And you corner him and it's just like, I'm going to kill you, you monster. It's like, why are you even here? It's just like, you eat babies. It's like, we eat berries and like fish. It's like, no, you eat babies.
that sounds like a Family Guy cutaway or something.
Yeah, no, but yeah, and I've seen that cutscene. He's all depressed because you've killed his
Yeah, you killed the
his-
rest of his family and
Yeah.
he's just against
I
a
remember
tree.
that. Yeah.
He's like, we eat berries and fish, not babies.
You eat babies. It's just not listening to him.
And then he just kill me,
So
get
Kagan,
it over with. Yeah,
What do you think?
I'm thinking. It depends on if he's far enough away. If he's far enough away that I can cast fireball and blow this stupid monkey's ass up, then yeah, I think I'd beat him. But if he's within like punching distance, I think he's gonna slam me against a
Well,
rock, and I'm gonna die
As I
instantly.
say, have you learned any close range spells?
Like
Flame
Nicolas
cloak
Cage
or something.
He's gonna pull that
Nicolas Cage like,
Stone flesh, like you learned.
Morty, I'm bored. I'm gonna kill you.
cast magic ward. He just punches through it and grabs my face.
Shatters it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. He just grabs my face and slams it against a rock. No, I'm gonna give it a 50-50. I think
Yeah,
I think
fair.
it could
Fair.
go either way because
Fair
I
point.
imagine Bigfoot's got to be hella strong, dude.
I respect you for
Well,
that.
I was gonna say 60% chance because Bigfoot does not expect you to pull out a fucking spell.
That's true.
He's just gonna be like, oh, walking stick, and then you're gonna be
fucking
flame
magic
of the
missile.
ancients.
Testicular torsion.
That would disable him
just knock him off with
permanently.
testicular torsion.
Yeah,
And then he just grabs me by the face and with his thumb just caves in my entire skull. Just
like Homelander.
Or like Thanos with
Omni-Man.
vision.
See, this also comes
he
down
just-
to
Except it's your frontal lobe.
Here's another interesting question about this fight: is Bigfoot like sentient? Like, is he intelligent or is he just like monkey?
let's say he's
Like semi, like kind of smart.
let's say he's
but,
got
like,
the brain power of a pig, so pretty smart.
I'd say maybe let's say the brain power of like a chimp. Pretty
Yes.
smart, but not like human smart. You know,
Yeah, so he doesn't feel like monkey sadness for
he
killing.
knows how to
me.
use tools, so he could just pick up a stick and fucking spear you. like, just launch that shit with the force of 1,000 suns and
Throw
pin
it-
you to a tree,
Pin me to a tree with it.
hang you up like a painting dog.
Ride, wife.
Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife.
Wife gone.
Think about
Regret.
Regret. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 50-50.
Okay.
I'm going to
Fair
give it a
score, fair
50-50.
score.
I think it could go either way depending on if he's enraged or if he's just big chilling and I see him at a distance and just cast Flame of the Ancients and show him what God made us in his image for, then it could go to me. But, if he sneaks up behind me and just rips my head off like a fucking Sub-Zero fatality, then
Corkscrew just
like a bottle cap.
Pops your head off and drinks your insides. Like,
Yeah,
turns you up like a
refreshing.
beer,
just hits me with a
and then crushes you against his forehead.
like a can.
like a can.
He just goes, "Damn, that was good."
Pounds you, like shotguns you like a beer, and crushes you against his
He's
forehead.
like a fucking frat boy. He's like, Chris,
Yeah, party.
wait until I tell my buds about this.
Wait until I tell Skunk Ape and Yeti about
Skunk
this.
Ape
They'll
and
never
Yeti.
fucking believe me, bro.
No fucking way.
Adam, are you ready for yours?
No, but let's do it.
Ready to get your comeuppance?
Yep,
He's gonna win.
I'm ready to get some cum.
I don't think he's
Uppins.
gonna win.
Uppins.
So you
My
got
ass.
the the Crosswick monster, which if you don't know what that is, I will look it up.
Crosswick.
I will pull it up. I have it
Pull
looked
that
up
up,
already. Jamie, pull that up. Yeah,
pull that up.
Crosswick monster. So the Crosswick monster kind of looks. It's considered a snake monster. Just pretty much picture a giant snake with legs.
Who else wants legs?
Oh, nice.
So picture it like this. That's pretty much what it looks like. It's pretty much just a
So
snake with
basically
with
a
legs.
dinosaur.
Or
Pretty
like
much,
a Komodo dragon with outrageously long legs.
Yeah,
and tiny arms. Yeah. So picture pretty much a dinosaur.
How big is this thing? Though?
I don't know. Just say, but you get the dubstep gun from Saints Row. You
never
play-
used that.
You never used it.
It's
or you
pretty
never-
good.
It's a good gun. It's a pretty good gun. It's pretty
Is it?
funny. Yeah.
See, when you said dubstep gun, the first thing that came to mind was Worms.
Worms.
There's a dubstep gun in Worms. Like
Oh,
the
yes,
game.
there are. That's a great game.
I haven't played Worms before. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, homie.
Fair.
But essentially, if
Them worms standing on business.
so, the Crosswick monster is essentially just a big fucking lizard.
So a
and you get-
dinosaur and I have a fucking gun.
that shoots sound.
It's a dubstep gun.
Yeah. Honestly, it. Well, then again, you did say it's snake-like, so it could sneak up on me.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna say
Also, it could like jump to you like pretty quickly. I would assume. I don't know. It has pretty big back legs. So I
True.
assume that it can jump.
yeah. It's probably got that. It probably got the speed of a velociraptor.
Damn.
I'm decently confident in my accuracy.
I will say you're a pretty decent
I
shot
am
with
a
a
pretty
gun.
fucking damn good shot.
Okay, let's not jerk you off here.
Shut up,
Let's-
Kagan. Let's not suck the ghost of his dick too hard. Okay? I'm gonna say 75-25.
Okay.
I have a 75% chance of winning, assuming that I can land a shot and it doesn't sneak up on me.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty fair. I feel like that's
Because I feel like if I can hit it once, then that'll stagger it, and then I could just fucking unload on it.
unload on it until its head explodes from the vibrations of this fucking gun.
Yes.
Wah, 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 wah. Just hit it with that a couple times
But
until it goes.
In the off chance that it's agile and quick enough for me to not be able to land a shot, or that it sneaks up on me before I'm able to locate it, then I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm
Especially
gonna
if
say
it's in like the jungle, like the Amazon or something.
I imagine it's in some kind of. The first thing I pictured was either a jungle or like a swamp.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say 75% chance, depending on those two stipulations.
Okay, I can accept.
If it's
that.
daytime, I'll bump that up to 80. If it's nighttime, I'm bumping it down to like.
Because you know that
60.
thing, you know that thing's probably got fucking night vision.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
Probably. It's
Hell,
probably
if it's
nocturnal.
nighttime, I'll bump it all the way down to 50-50 unless I have NVGs
It licks its eyes. Stay
or like
away from it.
thermals.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
cold blooded. Never mind.
You won't be able
So
to
you won't
see
even
it.
fucking see that thing. Yeah. Jake,
Yes.
Jake,
are you ready
it's Jake time.
for
Yeah.
your thing?
It's Jake time.
You want to see if you'd get your shit rocked or you'd mollywop it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a
let's-
cryptid I'm hoping I'll get. I hope I get it.
You already
You got
Riley
you got
Reid.
Goat Man.
Damn it.
You already got Riley Reid. That's the best one.
You got Goat Man. All right, and let's see what weapon you get. Let's see.
Goat man.
Still can't believe you beat women.
Let's not. It's not okay. All right.
You got the Goat Man, and you get the gun of the smallest variety,
Like a
Why are
Calibri.
we getting guns everywhere, dude?
So you get a fucking Calibri.
a Calibri. It's like a handheld.
It's a
You're
little,
shooting
little bitty like
pencil
you,
lead.
you hold it with two fingers, a little bitty finger.
Are you
Shoot
talking
it
about the fucking guy from Narnia?
No,
With the
No.
scarf?
no, not Thomas or whatever his fucking
No.
name
Fighting
is.
Thomas. That's him. It's a goat guy.
The
No.
Goat Man is a tall humanoid man.
Isn't he
He's a
supposed to
man
be like the son of Satan?
like that. That's like the typical Goat Man picture.
yeah, that's Goat Man.
That is Goat Man.
That is Goat Man.
So
yes.
it is a humanoid with the face of a deer, pretty much.
Goat.
It's
Goat,
said
sorry.
it
Yeah,
is
goat.
also said to be the spawn of Satan, so it may have demonic
So it might
powers.
have. Doesn't it have powers?
It
has
might.
powers. I'm
See,
fucked.
You possess the power of men's espionage.
Here's the deal.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Okay.
See,
I'm-
here's the deal with him though. A lot of stories depict him as like being able to mimic voices and shit, and like being a lot creepier. But the actual story, like the base story, he's just kind of like a man,
A guy?
with a goat's head,
so
who kind of just kills people.
which way are we going?
I'd say just the standard story. He's just
Standard.
kind of a goat-headed man who kills people if they come across him, or doesn't. You know, it just kind
I
of
guess
depends
we
on
could
his
have we
mood.
could have thought about like what did we do to deserve a fight with these guys?
Well,
So what
most
did
of
I
them
do?
are most of them are hostile, so I don't really think
Most
it
of them is
matters.
just kind of like you came across them in the wilderness,
Yeah, okay,
and now
so-
you're fighting it with the smallest pistol.
And I have the smallest
That's
pistol.
this tiny pistol.
How many times can I shoot?
Let's say you have
I'm not a
unlimited
gun guy,
ammo,
so-
but you have to reload.
Okay.
Yes. So you have unlimited ammo, but you have to
And
reload.
I think the Calibri had like what 10 shots.
I think so. I never used it. I know what gun it is. I
Okay,
just
so
never
here's
used
what's
it.
going
It
down.
is 4.25 millimeter Lilliput,
Yeah.
something like that.
So
I was gonna say, show Jake what it
4
looks
millimeters is like that much.
Yeah, it's not big.
Yeah, that's about the size of the bullet
Where am I?
in the woods.
Woods.
That's where you
like.
encounter
You're
the
on
goat
Goat.
man.
You're on Goatman Bridge, and you got
Goatman
the
Bridge.
fucking Calibri, a
Okay,
tiny
so
ass
this
pistol.
is what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a standoff, like a Western standoff, right?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna charge at you and rip you in half.
This is what's gonna happen. I'm going to take out my gun real fast. I'm not gonna know how to use it. I'm gonna try to shoot. I'm probably like shoot myself in the foot or something. Get like 1 or 2 shots in on him, and it'll just bounce off of his chest. He'll ram at me, like you said. He'll get to me and probably hit me in the chest, cave it in. I'm dead. So I don't think I have a pretty. I don't think I have a good chance on this one.
I'm
Nah,
gonna
I
say
think I'm
that
dead.
you might have a 5% chance of escape, but
Maybe.
I don't think you have a chance to kill him.
Is running away an
unless
option?
unless you got fucking Deadeye and you could dome him in the eyes and blind
Is
him.
running away an option though?
True. If
I can shoot him
you're-
in the eyes,
if you can
though,
manage to
yeah.
hit his eyes, then you have an advantage.
I think realistically though, if it was running at me, I don't think that I'd have the accuracy to do it. I think I'm fucked.
Yeah, in a moment of panic like
I
that,
think I'm
you'd be
especially with a fucking
Yeah.
Calibri. Like
Yep.
it's like how are you supposed to hit anything?
So I lose.
like, yeah,
I'm dead.
I
Goatman
think
wins.
anyone. I think anyone would if you weren't fucking
Yeah.
John Wick.
the king of
but-
the cryptids wins.
King of the cryptids. Ethan.
Well, I wouldn't say king. I'd say Wendigo's the king, but the Goat Man's the poster boy.
Poster boy.
I'd say Bigfoot's the poster boy, dude.
Yeah, I'd say.
I think
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot's way more well known than
I agree.
Goatman is. Goatman's pretty iconic, but I'd say Bigfoot is
Yeah,
like the
fair.
The Bigfoot is
Bigfoot
like
is the cryptid.
It's like
Yeah.
he's like the cryptid
Yeah.
next to
I don't know.
next to fucking Loch
See,
Ness monster, and Wendigoon's
whenever-
like Wendigo is like the it's like
Wendigo. You
the
should put Wendigoon on the list. as a cryptid.
Wendigos
like that
are
video
like
with
the
the
fan
shotgun.
favorite of cryptids.
Yeah.
They're like the most
Yeah.
popular.
See, whenever I think of cryptid, I kind of think of Bigfoot and the Loch Ness monster and shit. I kind of think of them in their own category since they're so famous. Whenever I think of a cryptid, literally the first thing that comes to my mind is a Wendigo.
Yeah.
True.
They're so cool looking.
They're metal as fuck. Like they're so
are.
fucking badass. They're the best cryptid in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'd agree with
Other
that.
than like, I'd say the Skinwalker might be a contender, but
I feel like the Skinwalker is pretty much just a carbon copy of the Wendigo, even though it's not. It just they feel like they're very intertwined.
Skinwalkers are shapeshifters. Wendigos
Yeah.
are not.
yeah.
But Wendigos can mimic voices.
They both can.
Yeah, they both can mimic voices.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I don't know. They're both really goated,
Yeah.
and they're both Native American folklore.
Yeah.
Native Americans, they came up with some really fucking cool
Hard
cryptids.
lore,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Native American lore goes so hard.
Skinwalker Ranch is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ethan. Wait,
Ethan.
did I get rid of Goatman?
Ethan. Eton.
There we go, Goatman. And then let me see, weapon wheel. Okay. I'm doing some counting real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Ethan, it's your turn.
Okay.
You get the Skinwalker.
Oh,
Funny. Speaking of,
Speaking of, you get the
Speak of the
Skinwalker. Let's see what weapon you get. You get a sharp stick.
finally, that's
Sharp-
spoken into existence.
a
Ethan, I'm
sharp
sorry.
stick.
okay, you're going straight back to like the basics of fighting
Yeah.
skinwalkers. Like that's about what Native Americans fought them with.
Yes.
Can you turn your sound off on the wheel?
Why? Do you not like the little
I don't mind the
ticks?
clicking. I think it's okay.
Now the Skinwalkers are
It adds immersion.
It doesn't matter.
completely
Whichever.
misrepresented because then you've got like
I see it
images like
misrepresented
this where they
as
look like the not the grudge,
the rake.
the rake.
Yeah.
It looks like the rake, but then you've got others where it's like they wear pelts.
Okay, so
Like they're
Ethan,
humans, but
Ethan,
they wear pelts.
what is the Skinwalker to you? Tell us about it.
It's the shapeshifter.
But what does it look like? What does it do? Where is it? What I mean, let's talk about buttered sausage. What,
I mean,
Talk about buttered
Talk about buttered sausage. Buttered sausage.
It's
where it comes from.
supposed to be a native that took the skin of an animal, like it's witchcraft almost, and it just adorns the form and it transforms into that animal, and then it hunts that way.
Basically, my Western campaign version.
Yeah,
And it can,
Wow.
I assume it
Yeah.
can mimic the sounds and voices
Yeah.
of people
but
It
it's
can.
like,
and creatures.
but it's
Yeah.
distorted, and you can tell that it's
Yeah.
not an actual human.
so it's humanoid. It looks like a naked human.
Yeah, but they can like transform into like dire wolves, and just really big, scary predator animals.
Can
So-
your version transform into like an almost human thing? Like almost, but not quite, you know?
He's going into
Like
bird
it's
territory.
like it possesses supernatural powers to just shapeshift.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like I don't think they're cannibals.
Could you kill it with a sharp stick?
Absolutely not. I'm fucked.
I forget, is the Skinwalker's weakness? Is it fire as well?
I
I
don't know.
I think it's compliments.
Yeah, true.
Compliments.
You
Well,
look pretty today.
Ethan,
Just like shrivels.
all
up
you
and
got to
down.
do is find its zipper, honestly.
Yeah, you just gotta unzip it, man.
What's under the zipper?
Just
Oh,
more
my
animals with more zippers.
pelt.
More zippers.
zippers.
more animals.
It's like a fucking, what are those Russian dolls called? The fucking...
Russian dolls.
the
Rest-
Matryoshka
nesting
dolls.
doll.
Russian
Yeah,
nesting
like
doll.
the
yeah.
red nesting dolls are the Matryoshka dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. You just keep pulling off layers and it gets smaller and smaller until it gets infinitesimally small. you just don't have to deal with it
Well,
anymore.
he wrote me into this. Well, he wrote me into this.
Well, he wrote me into
Oh,
this.
fucking... I just thought of a good one. You should have put the fucking... It's not technically a cryptid, but you should have put the fucking... the snail.
Oh, the snail.
The snail on the lid.
Fucking live forever, but a snail is always following you to touch you.
Yeah.
If it touches you, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd encase it in a block of resin.
You
Yeah.
can find it.
Imagine having that because you'd see any snail.
Yeah.
Just be like, is that
You'd be
him?
paranoid for life.
Is
dude.
that him?
Yeah. Just carry some salt. Just
Well, I mean, the snail is always following you, so you just gotta.
wait for it.
Go to a
You
place
can
where
make it
there
like
are
a
no.
sea bear circle with salt or something. Just sit in it.
Go to a
until-
place where there are no snails and just wait.
Okay, the only known weakness in Navajo culture is saying its original Navajo name.
Ooh.
Ooh, so
I
you gotta-
love things that have shit like that, where like something's like given name gives you power over it.
And it doesn't kill them instantly. They're tortured over the next few days.
Also, aren't skinwalkers like they're really durable? Like their skin is thick as shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they
And you have a sharp stick.
the pelt
so-
that they adorn
Yeah.
gives them specific abilities. So like if you're a bear, you're basically a fucking tank.
So
For some reason, I've always heard silver bullets. Like
I don't
werewolves.
think that's real.
I've
I
always
think
heard
that's
that shit. I
just-
think that's more TV stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I've always
Supernatural
loved creatures
TV show
where
stuff.
you have to like figure out their name and use it against them,
Yeah.
especially with stuff like demons. Shit's so awesome.
you mean like Beetlejuice?
Yeah,
All right,
Beetlejuice?
it's my turn.
Beetlejuice?
it's like a
Fuck, you said
you've seen The Conjuring.
Yes.
It's like, if a demon is harassing you, the last thing they want you to know is their name because
Yeah,
saying their
yeah.
name
You
gives
just say,
you power
"Hey,
over it,
Valak, how
Only
about
my
you
mom calls
fuck
me
off?"
that.
And he goes, "Ah!" and fucking dies.
and then fucks off.
Yeah, and then
So,
it fucks off for a
Same
little
thing in the first one with Bathsheba.
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, just be like, "Hey, Bathsheba, fuck out of here, you cunt!" And it goes,
Cunt.
"Ah!" and fucking disappears.
What are your
good
chances, Ethan?
Zero.
Zero.
I've got a sharp stick.
Are you gonna try?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably gonna kill myself with the stick.
That's a good idea.
Fall down some stairs with it.
What if you stabbed it in the eye?
I
Just
can't
go-
kill it. I don't know its name.
It's
Figure
a
out its
brain,
name.
right? Is it immortal?
I think it's immortal unless you know its name.
Oh,
Even then,
It's-
it's
it's a
immortal because all the name
supernatural
does is
being.
torture it.
Yeah.
The name doesn't even kill it.
No,
So
it'll
you're
kill
fagged.
it, but it tortures it over the next few days.
So it'll probably
eventually
just
it-
fuck off and die in a cave or
yeah,
something.
It dies.
So just figure out its name. It's not that hard.
Just go ask the natives. Be like, "Hey, yo, there's a creature around here being on some real wonky
You
shit."
had any boys doing witchcraft recently that disappeared suddenly?
And they're like, "Oh yes, our son Eagle Flies over there. He was getting into some of that crazy shit,
it's like before you go.
and then
into
he
that
turned into a wolf."
Eagle flies.
It's like before you go into that fight, you have like a list of names, and he's like, "Is this you, my boy?"
You just-
and he just shakes his head, and he's like, "Is this you, my boy?" And he's like, gives you like a half nod, and he's like, "No," and then you're like, "It is you," and then you just read the name off, and he's like, "Ah."
Your
the
name
problem
is
is, it's like you don't even know how to pronounce it.
your Navajo name is
Yeah.
Smothers Wood, therefore you must die.
Rahonakaton.
And it goes, "Ah!" and like shrivels up into a little
And it just
rabbit.
looks at you and
Yeah.
it goes, has to be exact pronunciation.
Fuck.
It's like, "You a real one. Nobody else knows my name.
You a real one,
You're a
homie.
real one, homie."
All right, it's my turn.
What is your what are you getting?
Spins the wheel.
Kagan gets to fight your mom. The Dover Demon.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, the Dover Demon's a pretty metal one. I've heard of that
Dover
one.
Demon.
I don't remember all of its details, but it's pretty
Someone
good.
pull that up. Someone pull up what the Dover
I am
Demon
pulling
is.
it up.
It's a pretty famous one.
I haven't heard of
It
it until
is.
today.
Oh, what the hell?
Really?
This thing looks super small. You could probably like step on it. It says the Dover Demon is a creature reportedly sighted on April 21st to the 22nd, 1977, in Dover, Massachusetts. That part doesn't matter. Sightings popular culture.
It looks like an alien.
Yeah, he
doesn't
looks
look-
like a little frog alien,
Little
like
guy.
a frog with
Let
an
me
alien
see.
head.
Like a squid almost.
Let me see. He's kind of cute, honestly.
Kind of cute.
He's kind of a little cutie.
You're not going to like this weapon, though.
What weapon?
You have to fight him with a wet, dead fish.
Oh fuck! Nah, dude. I'll just distract him with the fish, and then I'll just
You
strangle him.
want this, boy? You
I've heard
want
some
this?
shit. Like, does he have any kind of abilities? Or?
I'm not seeing any.
He's just
Oh, he
fucking
can see into the future.
Oh, he can.
Yeah, he
so
has
he'll
clairvoyance.
he'll see my attack coming.
He'll
then
just wear
fuck.
his anti-fish armor.
Also, apparently he's a part of a comic book called Proof.
Proof.
It's an American comic book series
Never
called
heard of it.
Proof. Yeah. And it's a creature that's able to see into the future. I'm not sure about. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the internet says. So
And everyone knows that everybody on the internet speaks only in truth.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
never wrong.
No
never
lies.
So Kagan, assuming it can see the future, what's your plan? What's the play?
I'm gonna try and lure it in with a fish, and then If it sees that coming, then I'm going to make sure it doesn't see it coming, and I'm going to strangle it with my bare hands.
How are you gonna make sure it doesn't see it coming?
Because I can also see the future.
Well, hey,
Fuck, you can't.
well, if it can only see one future and not multiple at a time, then
Yeah, I just got to think of multiple scenarios at a time and be like, okay, I'm
You're
gonna.
gonna be like Doctor Strange meditating on the rock, and it's just like, I've seen 900 million possible futures. How many of those do I win? One.
Yeah, just start having a schizo moment and then be like, I got it. I've got an idea.
Scott.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Eureka!
In reality, though, if he's hostile and he can see the future, I don't think I'm winning this one.
But how would he fight you?
I mean, from the
like a
picture, it
little
looked
frog guy.
From the picture, it looked like he had claws, like pretty sharp
I
claws.
thought they were like the alien suction cups.
Yeah,
Then he might just suck me real hard and good.
he might suck and fuck. Suck and fuck the fish.
He might
I'm
just-
gonna put the fish in my.
He might just suck me and fuck me real hard,
Yeah.
dude. But if
I'd
that's
love
the
to.
case, I'm just gonna suck and fuck him with my cock
Whoever comes first loses.
and the fish.
Edging contest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna gag him with the fish.
Yeah. Whoever finishes first loses.
I lost.
It doesn't look like he can like eat you.
It doesn't look like it had a mouth.
Yeah, like he just stares into your soul and.
Maybe he's got like the fucking penance stare like Ghost Rider, and he just looks at me and kills me with that.
Blood is
That'd be
yapping
awesome.
about nothing.
So you don't think you're winning?
I don't think so.
Let's say kind of a gray area.
Yeah, I think it's kind of if it can see the future, it's gonna know what I can do.
But what if
like,
it sees the future and knows it can't win?
that's a fair
It just sees you coming towards it with a fish and just runs away.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna
I've
survive
seen this one before.
This was prophesized. Or possible thing. It may kind of looks like a creature that's in eternal suffering, so maybe it'll accept its end.
You know
Yeah,
what? Fuck it. I'm gonna kill this fucking thing. I'm gonna step on it with my fucking on cloud boot, and I'm going to destroy this fucker.
Okay,
Not sponsored.
that's not
Oh,
the
you've dirtied my
weapon.
OnClouds.
Well, and then
the Tims.
that's not gonna kill him. I'm gonna choke him to death with the fish. I'm gonna jam it down his little fucking mouth asshole and kill him with it. I bet that thing has a cloaca. It looks like it
I
might.
mean, you could make a hole.
Why? No.
I mean, it has to eat somehow. So I mean, you could probably. You got to find the mouth.
No, I think what it does is it psychically absorbs your power, energy, or whatever.
Then I'll just beat it to death with a dead fish.
I now
till
have
it
the power of a
dies.
human. I'm worthless.
I'm just gonna beat it with a dead fish
Huh.
until it dies.
All of a sudden, I have
Is the
20.
fish-
All of a sudden, I have $200,000 in student loan debt,
Wow, such a superpower.
Yeah, it's just a wet.
and I
dead
didn't even
fish.
graduate college.
It's wet.
It's just a wet.
So
dead
it's gonna
fish.
slip out of your hands. You're gonna swing that bitch, and it's gonna go.
Not if I grip it hard enough. I use it as a projectile.
Oh, damn.
I'll fucking swing it when I do it. Slips out of my hand right into his face, and it shoots through him like a torpedo. Just
Could like
because he
Use
looks
it
like
like
he's
a-
made out of paper.
use it like a pillow and kind of, silence him.
Just suffocate him.
Sleep with the fish.
I feel like that's kind of a gray area, though.
Yep.
Like, I feel like I could at the end of the day, but if he can see it coming and he could just pussy out and run off,
See, it could just be a fight that lasts forever.
yeah, and every
You and the
move-
Dover Demon are doomed to fight each other for the rest of eternity
we're
until the
doomed.
heat death
We're,
of the
we're
universe.
doomed to play this
Mortal
song
enemies.
and dance until the heat death of the universe. Because I throw a punch, he'll dodge, then he'll jump and I'll dodge, and then it's just like it's like an anime fight where it's just a constant back and forth,
Yeah, it's
With
like a
no
fucking
true
Dragon
winner.
Ball fight. It'll last for 200 episodes.
and nothing will get accomplished.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam,
All right.
your turn.
Time to get my shit rocked.
Let's see what
Adama.
you get. You get the Fresno Nightcrawler, which
No.
is essentially just a walking pair of
I
pants.
was hoping I would get that one.
Pants!
You essentially just get a walking pair of pants, and let's see what you get to kill it with.
Before you even get
A bear
weapon-
trap.
Oh, yeah. It's so
you get to
Jover.
fight it with the bear
Dude,
trap.
what I would do, I told Kagan this earlier. If I got that cryptid, I wouldn't even use the weapon I had. I would just walk over to him and wear it.
That's what I was just
Wear it,
thinking.
dude.
I was literally just thinking that I'll just
It's
use
just-
I'll use the
yeah.
bear trap to catch it, and then I'll just walk over to it and put it on, and those are my pants for the rest of my life.
Does anybody like?
Do you think it'll do the work of walking for me?
It's like that episode of Jimmy Neutron where the pants.
The living pants.
But did you guys know anything about like the lore of this cryptid? Like, do they have any powers? Do they just walk around?
All that I've heard about them and seen about them is that people just kind of saw them in Fresno, just kind of walking around. Nobody actually interacted with them. They never hurt anybody. They never really did anything except for people seeing them just kind of walk.
They
by.
were just kind of just walking.
So could it just walk away?
It could, but see, like you said, I want to put it on, and I'm hoping it does the work of walking for the rest of my life, so I don't have to.
But
I just
you
tell it,
imagine
be
how
like,
weak
pants.
your legs would be?
I like slap its legs, pants that way.
You
Like,
put
if
them.
you ever put like,
Once
if
you get done, you put them bitches in park.
Stop.
But like your legs never do anything again. So as soon as you take them off, your legs are like shriveled old man
I'll
legs.
just ask it, be like, hey, let me walk for a bit.
Yeah. Hey,
Just
let me
let me
ride
do
a
the
boat.
work. You take a break.
Let me
buddy.
get out and stretch my legs.
Let me drive a boat.
I call this, obviously I have a 100% chance of winning if we did fight, but I'd love to form a symbiotic relationship with this
Now,
creature.
what if it's got like insane kickboxing skills and it
like
kicks
a-
you once and just cuts you in half with its
Dude,
kick because
dude,
of how
Adam.
powerful it was?
Hear me out.
I'm hearing?
You have a denim venom suit made from that. Made
from Fresno
You're gonna
night-
be called denim. All right, that's badass.
You just say denim on and it just
And all I can imagine whenever I say that is best jeanist
best genius from My Hero
from My
Academia.
Hero, but you're like covered from head to toe in a venom suit that's made out of denim. It's badass.
That'd be kind of cool, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to kill this creature. I would love to form a symbiotic relationship that benefits both of us.
I want it to be my friend.
I just have to find a way to benefit it because it's only benefiting me in this situation, really.
Adam, it gets to be your pants and in your pants.
It gets
It's
to be worn,
omnipotent.
And used.
worn, and used.
like my old
Jake, it's your turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready?
No.
Okay. I'm taking that as yes.
All right.
You get the skunk ape,
Damn it.
which is essentially just a stinky Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Big stinky Bigfoot.
What
in
is
the
my
Bigfoot, but he likes weed.
What is my
So
weapon?
your weapon is duct tape and whatever you can find in the woods.
Oh yes. I talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
so
good thing you're already in the woods because it lives in like swampy, wooded areas.
I'm going to make an amalgam morning star from my duct tape.
And like a bunch of sticks.
Yeah. And I'm gonna swing that shit violently and see where it goes.
But you got to pray that duct tape
for the
doesn't
best.
break.
And hold, yeah.
Duct tape
Unless
does
you-
everything.
Unless you like braid it like a strong weave.
Or I could like coerce it. Coerce it. What is it?
Caress.
Caress. No, coerce.
Coerce.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Coerce it into becoming a crime-fighting duo.
That would be badass, but also I can
Bigfoot
take
and the
my,
tape man.
my teachings. I could. What'd you say?
Bigfoot and the tape man.
That'd be awesome. That sounds dope. It sounds like another Kung Fury. Sounds like something that would be in Kung Fury. But here's what I would do. I would take my
Damn, I should have
teachings.
talked about that in our favorite movies.
I would
That explains the velociraptors.
the
laser
That
raptors.
explains the laser raptors.
So this is how it would go. I would take the teachings of the late Riley Reid, right? And I would coerce this skunk. What'd you say, skunk ape?
Skunk
I would,
ape.
coerce this skunk ape to have. Yeah, I would get it
Coitus.
close enough to where I could just, cartoonishly wrap around all, its whole body with the duct tape.
Then pull
and
a
just kind of
Scooby
push
Doo
it down.
Then pull Scooby to be like, now let's see who's under this
It's
mask.
fucking like muscle.
You said I was like, I was gonna use the teachings of the late Riley Reid. And I was like, what are you gonna do? Fuck it? Like, what
Thought about it.
are you gonna do? Suck it off?
Fuck it till it passes out and then
Hope
just,
it keeps you around for entertainment. Like,
Yes. Yes, but that's what I would do. I think I have a 50-50 shot.
I think that's a pretty
If
fair
I
thing.
no, I think it's the odds are less so in my favor.
Yeah, because if you make
duct
a duct tape flail,
Yeah.
you can't guarantee that those sticks are
No.
going to be sharp enough to penetrate that.
So
fucker's
I would say
skin.
like 40.
40%
chance.
If you get creative, I'm sure you could make something. Maybe like a warhammer out of sticks,
Warhammer.
rock, and
I'm not
duct
that
tape.
creative with that kind of shit, so it'd just be like, fuck it, we ball. Let's see what we can
Fuck
make.
it, we ball.
Yeah. See the real
Oh, but you're gonna make a
Warhammer.
flail out of tape and sticks. Like
I have an idea for that. Yeah.
See, the real Warhammer here would be for Jake to just start dropping Warhammer 40k lore until he gets bored to death.
It's like, fuck.
or best case scenario, he's interested. He's
Yeah,
like,
or
"Oh,
he's
tell
like
me
really
more."
into it.
Tell
Yeah.
me more about the Primarchs
But he
and the
can't
God
talk.
Emperor of
He can't
mankind.
talk, so he's like, woo. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And then 5 hours later, I'm not even halfway through the lore. And I like tuck him to bed, and he's like,
We'll continue
and
this
just walk
tomorrow,
away.
son.
Yeah. Pat.
You just have to keep going back to the woods to tell him bedtime stories.
I'm ready.
Okay.
No, you ain't.
Ethan's turn.
Eton.
My tone.
Eaton Beaver, it's your turn.
Oh man.
You got the Jersey Devil.
Oh, well,
Fuck.
you're fucked.
And weapon. Let's see what weapon you get.
Jersey Mike.
You get a shotgun.
You get a Jersey Mike's meatball sub.
Jersey Devil.
You get the Jersey Devil, and you get a shotgun.
No, you get a Jersey Mike's meatball sub. We're overruling the shotgun.
What abilities?
What
does it
kind of
have?
animal are you?
I remember the Jersey Devil being pretty hardcore.
It's pretty hard.
It also has
Flight,
wings.
claws, teeth,
It's
immortality, and durability.
It's literally a demon.
Yeah, it's immortal too.
It is
so I don't
quite
think you
literally
can,
a demon.
You cannot kill this thing.
Its hobby: killing its victims. Parentheses, possibly.
Possible.
Possibly.
We don't actually know.
Goals
We've never actually
unknown.
observed one in the wild.
Basically-
Crimes, murder, presumably.
Basically, the story of the Jersey Devil is this woman was, cursed by a witch,
That was a good
and on her 13th child, the woman, the witch cursed the woman and said, "On her 13th child, you will birth the spawn of Satan." So she birthed the devil, and this bitch came crawling out and immediately jumped out the window and flew into the Pine Barrens of New Jersey.
They grow up so fast.
They grew up so fast. Hell yeah. Fucking first they're coming out your pussy, next they're breaking out of windows and murdering people. Yeah.
Does the shotgun have tungsten shot?
It's a shotgun.
It probably just has standard steel shot.
Standard
Damn.
buckshot.
Okay, because the Jersey Devil's weakness is iron, and tungsten shot contains iron.
Steel is also iron, just with carbon.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm good.
Then you should be fine if you load it with enough fucking bird.
It is immortal, so you there is no killing it. You'd have
It
to
says
fight
the
it
only
off.
thing that can kill it is
Oh,
iron.
fair enough.
So I think you could kill if you shot it with a shotgun enough.
Assuming you can hit it,
Yeah.
because it can fly, and it's fast.
Be like hunting.
Well, let's say you
Okay,
have
here's the thing: it can fly, so
aim for its wings.
hopefully you have bird shot.
Boom. So let's say you have a
No, you
a
have
semi-auto
have rat
Remington
shot.
shotgun with fucking
Is it pump action?
yes.
Okay.
You have a
That's not
pump
semi-auto then.
well pump action whatever pump action shotgun with bird shot. We'll say no buckshot. If you want a fighting chance, it's gonna have to be buckshot.
Tell you what, let's say you have a few rounds. You have some buckshot, you have some slugs, and you have some bird shot.
Yeah.
And just for jokes, you have one rat shot and one dragon's breath.
Just
and you
for
gotta
shits and
gotta
gigs.
tell us the order you're gonna load this fucker and shoot it.
Okay, so what all do I get?
You get some
Buckshot.
slugs.
Buckshot, bird shot, slugs. And let's ignore the rat shot. That was a joke. And you get one dragon's breath round.
Okay, I'd use bird shot to try and shoot it down, and then I'd use dragon's breath.
Try and
just to
light it on
try and
fire.
Put it in pain,
Yeah.
and then I'd use the last one.
What's a demon? So I don't think fire's really gonna affect it.
That's true.
Yeah, and then you're just going to unload the rest. The buckshot and the slugs are just
the
all going
rest
to go
right
into it.
Just
Yeah, and hopefully that kills.
Hopefully
this
that's
fucking-
enough.
Yeah, hopefully that kills.
We don't
this
know his
fucking
HP
thing.
stat.
Shoot a hole in its wings, Ethan.
HP unknown.
Ground
But
it
is
first.
Is
and
it like Michael Myers Immortal, where it's like it doesn't heal, or is it like it heals?
the only thing I read that said that could kill it is iron.
So yeah, then I think you'd be good with steel because steel is just iron with carbon
Yeah,
added to it.
What do you reckon? What's the percentage?
50-50 maybe.
Yeah, we don't know. its
50-50.
stats.
Yeah.
We know it's pretty strong and fast.
Did you say even an iron bucket causes it to flinch? Did you bring that up?
No.
Yeah. Internet.
So at a
I
bucket.
know anything with iron, it's like scared of.
It's like, oh fuck, a mineral.
It's
Fuck
like it
it,
can sense it.
bucket, bucket. So we think 50-50? I think
Yeah.
that's a a decent chance.
Personally,
he
I think he would
declares.
tear you to shreds, but
Adam, what's my creature?
all right.
What's my creature feature
Kagan,
of the night?
We're getting down to it. There's only a few left.
Godzilla.
You get the Mokele Mobembe.
What is that?
Mokele Mobimbe. You may have to
It sounds like an alien creature.
Here's how to spell it.
MKELE.
I'm holding it up.
Yeah. So look this fucker up. Let's see.
Oh, it's a fucking dinosaur.
pretty
Whoa!
much. Pretty much, it's a dinosaur.
Okay.
And what's
Okay.
my weapon?
Let's see. Weapon
Doesn't matter.
wheel.
The BFG is taken.
Sword.
A sword.
You're fighting a dinosaur with a sword.
I
That's
think
pretty
I
fucking
could. I
awesome.
could take it.
What kind of
Yeah.
dinosaur though? What I looked
It's
up was
like
like a
a-
bronchio.
it's like a bronchiosaurus,
Long
yeah.
neck.
Yeah, I could fuck that thing up, dude.
Do use raptor tactics. Slash at its legs, and it'll collapse, and then you can move in for the
Or
killing
just
move.
like set it
Yeah.
up perfectly where the the blade is shooting up and just have it step on it.
Yeah. But it doesn't specify what type of sword, so I'm going to go with a sword that's
like
fantastic
stepping
at
on a
chopping.
Lego.
I'm going to go with a falchion, which is basically just a medieval sword that's pretty much just a machete.
So you think you
it's-
could win?
I think I could take this thing on.
Yeah, because
Nah.
if it's a
If
big,
it-
I'd win.
If it didn't stomp on me, I think I could take it.
if
If
it's a big dinosaur like that, it's probably not too like speedy.
Yeah.
yeah.
It definitely doesn't have a good turning radius.
I mean, but its tail would wipe you the
Yeah,
fuck
true.
out.
If it
You
like,
just gotta. I just
that
gotta be
was
To like
careful.
stay to
defense
the
weapon
side of
was
it or
the
in
dude,
front
yeah,
of
if
it.
it swung its tail, it's cutting the whole forest
It
down.
would
Like,
stand on its hind legs and stomp, and then it
Yeah.
would swipe you. With
Yeah,
its
I just have to be careful with it. If I could get on its back and then like fucking run up its like neck and then do like a hi
run up its fade.
yeah run its
Run
fade.
thy fade.
run thy fade with a
Fade,
sword.
sire.
Yeah, I think I could take this fucking thing.
What's the
with
percentage?
it. I'd say
An
I'm not gonna say 100%. I'd say
80%.
75.
I'd say 80.
I'd say 75%. I'd give it a little bit of grace and say 75. So
Fair
that
enough.
okay.
Fair
we got
enough.
5. We got 4 more. Not 5 more. 4 more.
Hit me with it.
All right, Adam. You get the bunyip, which is pretty much a swamp dog. Just a
Oh,
big-
you were talking about this earlier.
yeah,
The bunyip.
pretty much just a big swamp dog.
Is it like
You got that
Lethal
dog.
Company's dog?
No, I don't think it's like a sightless dog or whatever it's fucking called.
Well, like that big?
Look up its stats.
Stats.
So bunyip. Here's pretty much what it looks like. It looks like the Otogaron from Monster Hunter, honestly.
Oh,
Oh.
my god.
Yeah, that thing doesn't look friendly.
Oh no.
Yeah. In
This
terms
thing
of
ain't gonna be like the Chupacabra, Adam.
Don't worry, he don't bite.
in terms of size, I mean, it looks like maybe the size of like a mountain lion.
He don't bite.
Oh no, that's about its size.
This looks like a homeless
That's a person
demon
in its
from
mouth.
Ghostbusters.
Homeless demon.
Yeah.
This is this is what it looks like.
What the fuck is mine?
That's just like a fucking cartoonish rendition.
That's the kind of picture you see, and it's just like, yeah.
But that's the pictures. It's a swamp like dog thing that is pretty big.
Reminds me of like a leopard seal. or something.
Yeah, kinda.
I bet
Yeah.
its name is Precious.
Adam, what weapon do you get?
You tell me.
You get a rusty spoon. You got to fight this fucker with a rusty spoon.
Zool the gatekeeper.
Okay.
Give me the one thing that
Employment's
could never
getting
kill
to him.
anybody.
So I'm fighting a fucking dog, like a swamp dog creature, fucking mutant, the size of a fucking rhino, with a rusty spoon.
Yeah. let's say for a little grace, it's a rusty serrated clam spoon. You know those.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's got a little bit
Let's
of
give him a
A little
spork.
bit of grace. So
it's got
I-
a little
you
bit
know,
of edge to it.
I can at least hope that after I'm fucking ripped to pieces, that he
gets
dies from
tetanus.
tetanus.
No, it's got a little bit of serrated edge, so you have a fighting chance. you
No,
know?
that's the thing is I'm gonna get like one cut in, and he's gonna, if I even do that, and he's gonna rip me to pieces, and I'll have to hope that the tetanus kills him. But he lives in a
He'll be-
fucking
he'll be
swamp, so he
gone by
probably has
then.
resistance to everything.
Yeah.
immune to everything. Yeah, he's just.
Yeah, no, I think I'm absolutely fucked on this one.
Yeah, I don't think there's a winning.
I give
shot
myself
on
a
this.
0% chance of surviving because I don't even
Damn.
give myself any chance of escaping because one, it's a dog, they're fast, and two, it's a swamp that he's used to navigating and I'm not, and swamps
So-
aren't known for their ease of navigation.
Yeah,
Right.
trudging through that swamp water, you're probably gonna get stuck in mud and
Yeah,
fucking.
I am absolutely 100%
mauled from
fucked
behind.
from every angle.
No.
Yeah.
Omni fucked.
Jake,
Yeah,
it's your
yeah,
turn. You
yeah.
want to see what you get?
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Huh.
I think you're gonna get the Rogaro. The
I'm
Rogaro.
unfamiliar.
I have a picture of it here. Let's see.
Pull it up.
Jamie!
It's
Let me see.
to me. So it pretty much just looks like a werewolf. Like if you look
Oh.
at it, like it just looks like a swamp werewolf.
Show me, sir.
Literally just like a swamp werewolf.
A werewolf in a swamp,
Let me
dude.
look.
It's
Okay.
literally just a swamp werewolf.
All right, what is my armament?
Let's hope you get silver bullets.
Your armament is monkey's fist.
W.
Monkey's fist.
W. No.
W.
I think I'm dead. If I'm completely honest, I
Two
think that's
two
it.
dog creatures in a swamp with shitty weapons, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I think this is how it would go. I would try to approach it. It would lunge at me and tear my throat out. That's it.
That thing would pick you up like
It's-
Venom did to Kraven
yeah,
and Spider-Man
it's
2 and
done.
eat your head.
It's done.
yeah.
I'm dead. 100%.
Ethan, the last two are
That's
just
where I was at too, man.
last
Yeah.
two are just me and you.
Okay.
Just me and you. Let's see what you get. You get the Mothman.
Oh,
fuck
God.
Yeah.
You
Fuck
get-
yeah.
You get Mothman, and
Mothman's
your
pretty
weapon
goated.
is sulfuric acid.
He's dead, bro.
Wait, in what form? Like, do you have it in a bucket?
Like
What-
a bottle of sulfuric
bottle?
In
acid.
like a beaker.
Yeah.
God
How
bless
big?
the Queen.
Screams in agony.
Dude, you gotta be careful. Try not to get that shit on yourself. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a pretty chaotic
What he
situation.
would probably do is he'd probably pick me up, and
Yeah.
then I'd have to
yeah,
throw
you,
it on him, and
you'd
then
have to
I'd
wait
drop
until
him.
he comes in for the attack,
Yeah.
and then fucking just douse him, and
Yeah.
hope that you don't douse yourself in the process.
But Mothman's huge, isn't he?
He's like the size of a person,
I think he's like 7'1".
maybe a little
pretty
bit
big,
bigger, like
yeah.
a big person, like Andre the Giant.
And he can fly.
Yeah, he can fly, but I think
Yeah.
I don't think he has arms. I think his arms are his wings. So
Well,
he's
see-
kind of
No, he's got legs, but
well, he's got
arms
legs,
are-
but his arms are his wings. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
From everything I've read about the Mothman, he's kind of benevolent.
it's 50-50. It's
Yeah.
He's
split.
also been
Either
known-
He's a sign of terrible things to come, or
Yeah, he's like a bad omen.
he's like there to help,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
warn you.
He's like he's either a bad omen or a little saint on your shoulder, being like, "Hey, don't go on that bridge; it might collapse soon
He's
because
there
of
to,
me."
He's there to tell you the feds are coming.
I also don't know any other cryptids that have their own museums. You guys heard of the Mothman Museum?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, in Point Pleasant, in
Yeah.
West
Boston.
Virginia.
He
Yeah,
was
in West
kind
Virginia,
of
not
like
Boston.
the Mothman
yeah.
out of all the cryptids. The Mothman's the one that's like the biggest like social.
It's like
icon.
loved. Yeah.
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 People love it.
Same with Bigfoot.
Love
he's,
him. Sorry
he's
for
pretty,
the disrespect, man.
He's got a lot of merch out, and I'm pretty sure there's a museum for
He
Bigfoot.
does, but
Yeah.
like I said, I don't classify
has shows.
Bigfoot and the Loch Ness
But
monster in that
but
same
dead
category.
ass Point Pleasant, a lot of their income comes from Mothman.
Mothman,
Like
yeah.
they sell Mothman themed like food. Mothman scene.
Bugs.
Bugs.
Just
Yeah,
a plate of bugs.
They sell like pizzas in the shape of Mothman. They
That's
sell like
kinda dope,
they sell
though.
like chocolate covered nuts and say they're like Mothman eggs. They're like real crazy about this fucking guy. So he must be
It's
real.
like the Mystery Shack.
We should take
so
a
he must
trip
be
out
real
there
cool. So
sometime.
Ethan,
guys,
you're straight up
guys. Group field trip.
to Point Pleasant.
I would
Point
love
Oh
that.
hell yeah!
That would be
Pretty
kind of
rad.
cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We need to do that sometime.
I've always wanted to go to West Virginia though. So
Yeah,
West
there's a lot of rich
Virginia.
history there, dude. Same with a lot of cryptids. A lot of cryptids come from fucking West
They
Virginia.
do.
Yeah.
the
West
the big-
Virginia.
Grafton monster.
Grafton Monster,
was from West Virginia.
Grafton
too.
Monster, Snallygaster, fucking that one alien. I forget its name.
There's one.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. That one alien. Jim.
Jim. No,
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Ethan, well, before you look that up, what are your chances? You think? How would this go? How would this play out?
because
I'd say 70%.
there's a good chance you
I just
splash
have
it and he just fucking flaps his wings and gets it on your eyes. You go,
And he goes,
I'm taking you
Yeah,
with me, fucker.
and then it just
yeah.
my
The
eyes.
Flatwoods monster.
The Flatwoods monster.
Flatwoods?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a fucking alien thing.
What's that one way up in the New England forest that's like a little fucking elf creature fucker who like runs around? He's like 3 feet tall and he runs around the woods and he's actually like a fucking menace.
A gnome.
No,
Yeah, just a gnome.
no, I forgot his name. Fuck, I need to find
Peter
it out.
Dinklage.
It's like a fairy.
It's weird because like unlike all the other creatures in America, he's like his lore fits more of like what a European cryptid would be.
I thought you were gonna say his lore fits more of a European.
Team elf.
He's akin to a British person.
The only atrocity is his teeth. I'm
That's
just
pretty-
kidding.
that's
That
pretty good.
That was bad.
His teeth and lack of seasoning on his food.
Dry. Dry.
All right.
Oh, I remember.
Kagan, what is the last?
While y'all are looking this up, I'm gonna go ahead with mine.
It's the Puckwudgie.
This is the last weapon.
Yeah, this little guy, the Puckwudgie.
He looks like a little shithead.
He's actually kind of fucking dangerous. See, here's the
Yeah.
deal. He's this little fucking goblin creature who's like 3 feet tall and runs around in the woods and attacks people. But he can literally cast fireball. He literally has magic.
You must teach me.
Okay.
Teach me a
So
ways.
the last one is I have to fight the Loch Ness monster with a rock. I have a rock and I have to fight this fucking thing in the water. I am.
You're dead.
I believe in you.
What depends? So it depends.
don't.
It depends on the situation. So if I'm in a boat,
How does this depend on the situation?
like if I'm in a boat. Sorry about that. I kicked the table. If I'm in the boat and he comes up, I could maybe like grapple onto his neck and then bash his brain in while I'm, on there.
Just give it a big old hug.
Or just squeeze his neck with the rock in my hand, because you just have to use the weapon. So as long as I got the rock in my hand and squeeze his neck till he dies, I could.
Bro, if
I
you
could
grab
fucking-
onto his
Climb
neck-
up his fucking neck and then bonk him on the top of the head.
Yeah, just bash his head in while he's up
Bro,
on
if
the
you
water.
grab onto his neck, he's literally just going to yank his head underwater and take you with it.
Yeah,
but it
you'll
just
have
like
a-
holds
then
you
you'll have a big ass
underwater.
rock in your hand
Yeah.
and go straight to the bottom.
But then again, I think people have basically said that they think that the Loch Ness monster is straight up just a plesiosaur that hasn't gone extinct yet.
Yeah.
And if so, then I'm gonna fucking die, because first off, I can hold my breath for a decent amount of time, but not long enough to kill that fucking
Hell.
thing. That thing would, it would drown me. It
Sounds
would
like a skill issue,
yeah,
honestly.
drown me. I
Do
think,
better, Kagan.
I think it would be a loss.
Lostness monster.
Any chance? You want to say
I don't
like
know.
what, a
It's
10%
fucking
chance of
stupid.
winning?
I would say there's like a 10, unless am on the shoreline and I throw that, I thunder cunt that bitch, like I skip the rock across the water and it just happens to dome him in the temple.
You skip the rock. It's like
Score!
a big flat piece of slate, like the size of a dinner plate, and you skip it so well it cuts its head off.
Yeah. And then if we're going that scenario, I'm saying 50-50. Like, I'm gonna use it like a frisbee and cut that fucker's head off.
All right.
But if it's like I'm in the water with him, then he's got like a 90% chance of winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it can go either way.
You thinks?
But
You thinks?
that'll do it for our weapons and monsters, guys. What did y'all think?
That's
I had fun.
I did
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty
It's like
interesting.
interesting.
We have to do a part 2.
Interesting.
Well,
thing.
that's the great part about it, is there's so many fucking cryptids that we can do
So
a part
many good
two.
ones that we have to include, like
to be
the Puckwudgie.
continued.
Yeah.
That didn't say
It'll
that.
be like you better
be
hope.
continued.
You better
No,
hope.
cunt.
It's like you have versus the Puckwudgie,
You
and one of the weapons is Spellbreaker, and you better hope you get Spellbreaker from Skyrim.
This fucking shield, that shield is
and we
goated.
can do this potentially in the future with like other mythical beings.
Yeah.
Not just cryptids, but
Like
like,
like we could always
gnomes.
go into like, let's say like a fictional universe like Lord of the
Yes.
Rings, and
Yes.
just start taking creatures from it
We should
and
discuss,
weapons from
like,
it.
Doom Guy versus Master Chief or something along those lines.
something
Doom
like that.
guy
Like
would
who would
win.
win?
Dude, we should come up with some good like video game character matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
on
you-
God.
and talk about who would win.
On God. Anyways, a side tangent real quick before we wrap up is I really think in the future we should go to Point Pleasant, West Virginia to visit
Sounds
the
like a
Mothman
fun little trip.
shit and see, just as like maybe just even like a week trip or small.
We'll
I don't know
bring
how
our-
far West Virginia is here from here, but we
Bring
can-
our adopted child here.
Yeah,
can bring our adopted little boy and
Jamie.
No. I love you, Jamie. And he loves us.
But I think that is going to do it for this episode. If you liked what we did, make sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify.
Or don't.
Yeah, or don't. I mean, it's up to you. Choice is yours. But
Yeah, free
And,
country
you know,
if you can afford that freedom.
personally, me personally, and this is just me personally, me.
don't fucking
And this
start
is just me personally.
Don't fucking start this, Jake.
It'd be really cool if you could like follow. you know?
Yeah.
Be
yeah.
nice.
On
You
Instagram.
don't have to. but
Boys,
personally,
what is our what's our tag on Instagram?
It is that.
It's hard
Yeah.
to explain. That is the tag on Instagram.
got
Same
Instagram.
with Spotify, X, or if you're cultured, Twitter.
TikTok.
And TikTok, yeah. Did I already say TikTok?
I don't think
No,
so.
I didn't say TikTok.
You did
Yeah,
not.
we have a TikTok too but because TikTok is like a plague and it infects anyone who touches it.
Tic-tac.
But
Tactic,
if
not
that
sponsored.
is all, boys, I think we're gonna wrap up here.
All right.
Bye bye, everyone.
Adios.
We will see you next time.
Toodles.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Jake, pause that bitch.
Hell episode, honestly.